guys, it's Kayla. I'm back with another video, and today we're talking about all things Kindle. I get questions about my Kindle all the time. Is a Kindle worth it? Do you need Kindle Unlimited? How to get free audiobooks on Kindle Unlimited, and more. So today I'm sitting down answering all the questions, giving you the down low about Kindles and if you really need one. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kayla. I'm a social media manager, author, personal assistant, and content creator, and this is my life here on YouTube. And if you'd like to see more book content from me, definitely check out my book talk and my bookstagram because I post daily on both of those. I think that's it for this intro. Time to chat about Kindles. I would say the first major question I get is, do you really need a Kindle? Is it worth it? And to me, yes, 100% it is worth it. I live, breathe, die for my Kindle. But I also get the question a lot of the time, can't you just read on the Kindle app? What is the point of getting an actual Kindle? And yes, you can definitely read on the app. It is a great way to read free or affordably. But if you're a big reader, it definitely is nice to have the actual physical Kindle. If you're new to reading or getting back into reading after not reading for a while, I would definitely test out the app first. You can use it on your phone, your iPad, your computer. I really like the Kindle app because it syncs across all your devices, including your Kindle. So say you left off on a book on your phone, you can pick it up on your Kindle later on. And it will keep track of where you are in the book without having to bookmark anything, which is really nice and convenient. Definitely download and test out the app to see if you're actually getting back into reading, if you're actually going to be reading consistently. Then it's definitely worth it to upgrade and get the Kindle. But try out the app first. I read on the app for years across all my devices. I absolutely loved it, especially when I was a broke college gal and could not afford to buy a Kindle. But I honestly regret not buying my Kindle sooner because it is the best purchase I have made in years. I love it. I use it so much. I'm also a really big reader, so I think it's important to see how much you actually use the Kindle app and if it's worth it to then upgrade. Some big pros about the Kindle are that there is no glare versus a phone or an iPad. You can't really read outside with those. It's really difficult, but on the Kindle, it's super easy. It just looks like a regular page. So you can read outside directly in the sun. There's no glare. It's super easy to read. There's also a backlight on it, so you can also read in the dark when you're going to bed. You can just turn it on, and it is not harsh on the eyes, which is the biggest thing for me. I already stare at a computer screen so much throughout the day between work and all my other hobbies. It's really nice to have the Kindle to be able to turn off blue light from my eyes, if that makes sense. Give my eyes a rest from blue light and just read, and it looks like a normal page, but it's way cheaper and there's a lot of other benefits to a Kindle. For me, it's way easier to stay off social media and focus on reading with my Kindle. I can put my phone away, even put it in another room if I need to, and just focus on the book in front of me. And you can pretty much download an unlimited amount of books. Obviously, you have to pay for them or sign up for some kind of subscription. You can also use Libby, which is free, but there's really no limit to how many books are on your Kindle. You can only download a certain amount. You can pretty much read to your heart's content on there. There is like a gigabyte storage on there. I have no idea what mine is, but I download so many books on there and I've never had an issue. But you can just remove downloads from books that you've already read, and you can always download them again in the future on your Kindle. A major pro for Kindle, whether it's the app or an actual Kindle, is that it's just way more affordable to read. I have a nice stack of paperbacks behind me, but most of these were gifted to me. I do not have the money to just pay for paperbacks all the time. Books really add up, especially paperbacks, and as much as it's fun to read a paperback and have the physical book, it is way cheaper over time to read on a Kindle. Even if you're buying every single book that you're reading, I guarantee you it's probably going to be cheaper over time. There are also so many ways to read free and affordably as long as you're reading legally. Please read legally. Libby is such a great way to read for free. It is an app. You can download it on your phone. You connect to a library card and you can have access to an e-library. So for San Diego, we have access to the San Diego County Library. I only needed to sign up with my phone number online. I was able to access Libby. There are a ton of books on there and I can download them straight to my Kindle, which I absolutely love. I don't love reading on the Libby app. It's really cluttery and confusing. I love the Kindle app and I love my Kindle, and I can send the books from Libby to my Kindle, which is so nice. Another great way to read affordably is through Kindle Unlimited. I absolutely love this service and I will talk about it more in a little bit. I also get a lot of questions about specifically what Kindle to get, since there's many different kinds. There's, I think, the Fire, the regular Kindle, the Kindle Paperwhite, and the Kindle Oasis. I might be forgetting one in there, but I think those are the main four. Personally, I have the Kindle Paperwhite. This is what it looks like. I do have a decal on mine, and then I also have a pop socket. I highly recommend getting a pop socket if you have a Kindle. It just makes it so much easier to hold. The Kindle Paperwhite is a little bit too big to just like hold in one hand, I think, comfortably, but the pop socket makes it super nice and convenient. I will make sure to leave the Kindle, the decal, and the pop socket down below. I love all of them. This is the perfect combination for me for reading. I think the main difference between the regular Kindle and the Kindle Paperwhite is that the Kindle Paperwhite is one, waterproof, maybe not waterproof, water resistant. Don't like fully submerge this if you don't have to, but it can get a little wet and it's going to be okay. That was a major plus for me and a major reason why I went with the Paperwhite, because I live in San Diego. I'm often reading at the beach or the pool, so I wanted it to be water resistant. The other main difference preference is dark mode. I never use dark mode. I don't really like it on my phone or my Kindle, but I know a lot of people like reading in dark mode. It is an option on the Kindle Paperwhite, not on the regular Kindle. I really don't think you can go wrong with either. If you want something a little bit cheaper, go with the Kindle. If you really would like either dark mode or it to be water resistant, go with the Paperwhite. I don't really like the Fire because it has an actual screen and that really bothers me, and I don't think you really need the Oasis. It's a nice like extra bonus if you really are into reading and want to invest in it. But I think the Paperwhite is totally fine and it gets you by. I don't think you necessarily need the Oasis unless you really want to. I went with the Kindle Paperwhite, was not disappointed. I love this thing so much. I just had another major point that I was going to make about my Kindle, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember. It's about ads. You can buy your Kindle either ad supported or without ads. Not sure if you can see this. There is a glare because it's just locked, not on reading mode, so that is why there is a glare. But if you can see it, there is a book cover on my Kindle right now, and that is because mine is without ads. Personally, I wanted to be able to see the book cover of the book I'm currently reading when it's locked. Otherwise, you get a general ad. Normally, they're about Kindle books, and normally they're targeted to you because Amazon targets you with everything. So normally it's a book that you might like or want to read. A lot of people say that ads don't bother them at all. I just wanted it to be the book cover so I could take pictures of my Kindle for my book account. But otherwise, I don't think I would really mind the ads. And a great thing is that you can always remove the ads later on. You could save $20, $25, I think, by buying it with the ads. And if you find it really bothers you, you can go into your Amazon account and remove them later. Just another thing about the Kindle or tip, because I get questions about that sometimes too. I think that's everything about my Kindle itself, my Kindle Paperwhite. If you have any other questions that I missed, definitely comment down below. I'll answer any other questions that I get, but really, I absolutely love my Kindle Paperwhite. Can't go wrong. Honestly, regret not buying it sooner. There's probably going to be a sale soon for 4th of July, so stay tuned for that. Or just buy it now because truly best purchase that I made, and I love my Kindle to death. I also get a lot of questions about Kindle Unlimited. I've been a Kindle Unlimited subscriber for years. I'm a big fan. I absolutely love it. But a lot of people either one, don't know what it is or have a lot of questions about it. So let me chat about all things Kindle Unlimited now. First things first, what is Kindle Unlimited? I'm gonna read this straight from the website. Kindle Unlimited is a service that allows you to read as much as you want, choosing from over 2 million titles, thousands of audiobooks, and up to 3 select magazine subscriptions. Explore new authors, books, and genres from mysteries and romance to sci-fi and more. You can read on any device. It's available for $9.99 a month and you can cancel any time. That is the basic description of it, but basically Kindle Unlimited is a subscription service from Amazon and it gives you an unlimited access to the titles within their Kindle Unlimited library. The service is $10 a month. I 100% would pay $10 a month, think it's worth it. You can also sign up for a free trial. I will make sure to leave a link to one down below, but you can also get a 6, 12-month, or 24-month subscription. It's a little confusing because it's not like on the Kindle Unlimited subscription page. You have to go to a separate page and basically gift it to yourself. It basically says, do you want to purchase this, and gift it to someone, and then you just put in your Amazon name. It's super easy. It applies to your account and then it's good through however long subscription service you signed up. The last time I think I signed up for mine was in November, so mine was good from November 2021 to November 2022, so I don't have to think about paying it monthly, and it is $80 for the year versus $10 a month, so you're saving a lot of money that way. Do you really need Kindle Unlimited? I think so. I love this service. It is so worth it for me. I think it depends on what genre of books you read. I pretty much only read spicy romance, and there are so many book options on Kindle Unlimited for that genre. I'm not as sure about other genres. I know some of my friends read mysteries and thrillers, and there's a good amount of those on there as well. Again, there's a free trial. You can sign up and try it out and see how many books are on there that interest you. I think it also depends on how fast you read, how many books you read a month, but basically if you read 2 books on there a month, it pays for itself. Most Kindle ebooks are $3.99 or $4.99, so you read 2 or 3 books a month on the Kindle Unlimited subscription and it pays for itself. But personally, I read a lot more than that. I'm on track to read like 270 something books this year, and a majority of those are from Kindle Unlimited. Not all of them, let's say like 250 of them are from Kindle Unlimited, and I pay $80 for the year, so I'm paying like 30 cents a book, which is truly insane that I can pay so little for books and the authors still get paid for them. But that is why I love Kindle Unlimited. Do not read on pirating sites. It is so bad for authors and the publishing industry as a whole, even self-publishing, so don't pirate books. Pay for Kindle Unlimited. You have access to 2 million titles. It is incredible. Love it. You can only have 20 books in your Kindle Unlimited library at a time. Think of it as like a library. You are borrowing 20 titles from their collection, but you can trade these 20 titles in and out as much as you want. Like a library, you borrow them, you return them. You can only hold 20 at a time, but you can switch them out as much as you want. I'm normally always at the max of 20, and I'm switching around 1 or 2 of them at a time, but you could also only have 1 or 2 in your library at once. Most authors, if their books are in Kindle Unlimited, they're always going to be available in Kindle Unlimited. Sometimes authors only put their books in Kindle Unlimited for a limited amount of time. Devney Perry right now has 2 series on Kindle Kindle Unlimited when normally they're not available in Kindle Unlimited. So if you wanted to, you could download them all, use your 20 spaces for those, and just keep them in there until you read them and then return them, and you read them for free, but then after that you'd have to pay for them. But for the most part, you have unlimited access to these titles. They're not going anywhere, and you can read them as much or as little as you want. A few interesting notes about Kindle Unlimited. This is more on the author side if you care at all about that stuff, how the authors get paid. Authors get paid per page read, so every time you flip a page on a book in Kindle Unlimited, that's how they get paid. Normally Kindle opens it to page 1 of the book, like chapter 1, but you could always scroll back to the front cover page and they get paid for all those pages that you flip. Same with the end. There's normally extra pages at the end. If you flip through those, they get paid. Don't flip through them too quickly or Amazon bugs out and like freaks out and doesn't pay them. So slowly swipe through all the pages, and that's how authors get paid. Authors also only get paid once per Kindle Unlimited read. So if you download a book on Kindle Unlimited, read it and really love it and want to reread it again in the future, authors recommend that you then buy the book because they are no longer getting paid for it if you read it again on Kindle Unlimited. But you do have access to it again. You can download it again if you're broke out. I totally understand. But they only get paid for the first read of it that you do. One last note about Kindle Unlimited. If books are in Kindle Unlimited, the ebook cannot be published anywhere else. It cannot be on Apple Books. It cannot be on Barnes & Noble as an ebook. You can only get it on Kindle Unlimited. Basically, if it's anywhere else, it is most likely pirated. Authors have had a lot of issues with it this year where people will upload their books to Apple Books and try to get paid for this book through Apple Books. The author loses money because someone else is buying it from somewhere else, is not them, and then Amazon also gets pissed that their book is anywhere else because it is supposed to be exclusive to Amazon. So Amazon then threatens to take down their book even though they have no control that someone else uploaded it to Apple Books. So if a book is on Kindle Unlimited, only read it on Kindle Unlimited. Don't buy it anywhere else. You can buy the paperback from other places, but the ebook itself is only on Kindle. People were having this issue with Colleen Hoover's most recent book. They were like, why can't I buy it on Apple Books? That's because it was on Kindle Unlimited, so you can only access it as an ebook on Kindle Unlimited. Lastly, I wanted to chat about how to get free audiobooks on Kindle Unlimited. I didn't even know this was a thing for the longest time, and I wasn't a big audiobook gal, so I didn't really use it. But now that I'm listening to audiobooks all the time, I'm listening to a lot of them on Kindle Unlimited, so it is free with my subscription. I guess I pay $80 for the year, but it is not an additional fee to access these Kindle Unlimited narrations. This is not all the book titles in Kindle Unlimited, only a select amount of them, but there is a good amount of them on there and they're all pretty good. This is different from your Audible subscription. You can pay, I don't even know what the amount for an Audible subscription is. That is separate. You can buy audiobooks that way, but there are so many Kindle Unlimited titles with free narration, and I will show you how to access them now.
I typically do this on my computer because I just find it easier there, but you can do it on your phone as well. But I go to the Kindle Unlimited page and then I go to the Discover New tab because this tab allows you to filter the categories more. So I select a genre. I'm looking for romance books, so I select that. So select whatever you're looking for, and then in more you select with Audible narration for the format, and it gives you a huge list of Kindle Unlimited titles that include Audible narration for free. The Miles High Club series is on here. That's one of my favorite series. I haven't listened to the audio, but it's really good, and there's just so many different titles to choose from. You kind of have to just sort through and find what you like, but there's a ton of options. And if you're on an individual book page, it also says there, it says like read and listen for free, and includes the little headphone page. And then once you download them, you can either find them in your Kindle Unlimited library like a normal book, or you can go to Audible and find them there. I normally use Audible just so all my audiobooks are in one place, but that's how you do it. Super easy, and I love this feature.
This is a great way to read audiobooks for free or at least cheaper with your Kindle Unlimited subscription. Like I said, there's a ton of great options and it's super easy to find them this way. I highly recommend, if you like audiobooks, listen to some of these on KU. I'm still up in the air about my Audible subscription. I'm gonna do a whole another video on Audible versus Scribd and how I like both of those. But this is a great separate way to get free or affordable audiobooks through Kindle Unlimited. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope I answered all your questions about Kindles, Kindle Unlimited. Do you need one? Is it worth it? If you have any other questions, definitely leave them down below. I will be happy to help you answer them. I love my Kindle. I love Kindle Unlimited. I am such a big reader, and both of these things are such a big part of my life as a reader. So I hope this video helped you, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave any comments down below. That really supports my channel and it helps my channel grow. And of course, if you're new, don't forget to stick around and subscribe to my channel for work, productivity, lifestyle vlogs, and now book content on here too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.